bags where horror lies.
What's up, body bags? Andrew here. I'm your Wednesday host, and welcome to my Wednesday review. Camera's always zoomed in real quick for some reason. Anyways, just watched this movie the other day and feel like it's a very underrated Carpenter flick. So I feel like I really wanted to do it this week. So as you can tell by the title there, I'm doing Prince of Darkness. Now, basically, the synopsis of the story is that these science students pretty much go to this old abandoned church, and they uncover this like liquid thing that looks like a lava lamp, and they're kind of studying it to see what it does, what it is, the substance, and they uncover this horrible mystery that that can lead to the end of the world. Now I'll kind of leave it there because I don't want to get too spoilerish, although I will touch on some of what that is supposed to be. But yeah, this movie is very complex and is it's a really, really good movie in my opinion. Like, I watched it the first time, and I was just trying to get the general story and everything, and I thought it was a really good movie and everything. It was definitely not your typical horror movie. It definitely had brains, and John Carpenter wrote this movie, although he wrote it under the pseudonym Martin Quatermass or something like that. Yeah, it was a pseudonym. But yeah, Carpenter wrote this movie, and it was kind of like this bridge between, it's kind of like a bridge between religion and science, like a view of a god and scientific belief. And so it's kind of like it's pretty clever in that way, and it actually, to my knowledge, I study more of the religion mythology in my own personal, in college. But to my knowledge of science, it's pretty like faithful to actual science of that day, at least. I don't know where they're at now. Science changes so quickly that it's hard for me to keep up. But yeah, they kind of touch on a lot of those aspects in this movie. Like you got these people whom you got the priest there, and you're like, and they uncover like, what if this is probably what God is actually like, and they're like, why weren't we teaching people that, and it is partially our fault for the way what happens here. Basically, what's in this lava lamp thing and why they're all saying that is that this is like, all matter is made up of positive and negative. So basically they're saying that God, people maybe mainly focus on the all positive in their view of God, but then there's an all negative view of God, which people call the devil. And so it's kind of like this anti-God type thing. And so that's kind of what the substance is inside of it. Now, that does get out eventually, and it kind of wreaks havoc and almost takes over. And the end of the movie kind of leaves it open to interpretation. They try to get the anti-God out. Now, this movie is 30 years old this year, so I don't know if it's too spoilerish. If you haven't seen this, I recommend picking up the Scream Factory. The transfer looks incredible. This cover art looks awesome. But yeah, the ending leaves it very much up to interpretation of what actually happens there. I'm kind of do they defeat the anti-God? What's actually happening there? They're getting all these flashback dreams, and those dreams with that guy in the church corridor is just, honestly, that gets to me more than anything else in this movie. It's so unsettling to me. Yeah, so to rate this movie is a really hard one to rate because on one hand, it's a really creepy, unsettling movie, and on the other hand, it's a a very complex story that honestly I don't even think that I got the second time viewing this. I'll have to. This is my brother's copy of this, and I'm definitely getting this myself. I'm definitely picking up the Blu-ray. This is the DVD of it. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to pick this one up and watch it a couple more times. I give it an 8 out of 10. I can't really find much wrong with it. Yeah, I really can't find much wrong with it. Although the couple of the characters die before I think they were fully fleshed out. That's about the only thing I can really find wrong with it. But yeah, I really recommend checking this one out. I couldn't recommend it more. It's a very underrated Carpenter classic, and I noticed it's never really talked about in Carpenter's best films or his things like that. I noticed that it's not really talked about, so I really highly recommend checking it out if you haven't. So thanks guys for tuning in. As always, let me know below what you think of it, start a conversation, and yeah, thanks. See you guys next week. Peace.